There are times in the life of a charity when great challenges are met by amazing acts of help and generosity by its supporters. And the COVID-19 emergency, which was brought on by the lockdown in our African countries of operation, has been one of those times. And we want to get a message out to you that really just says thank you so much for the way that you have responded to that emergency in the last 4 months. And your response has enabled us to do so much, and the overall direct response to the COVID emergency appeal has been at £19,000, and that's been an absolutely amazing response from you. Thank you so much for that. And that doesn't include the special fundraisers that many people have carried out when they've seen the challenges that have faced the charity's income through the closure of the shop, the lack of opportunities to speak to churches, the shutdown of fundraising events, and the general squeeze on people's income. It's been really moving to see the way that people have responded, to see people shaving off their locks of hair, to see families cycling 7,000 kilometres, to see people camping out all month in the gardens. It's been quite phenomenal to see the many ways in which people have responded, and it really has moved us, and we're so grateful. Within 3 days of the lockdown in Africa, we were receiving messages that people had not eaten for those 3 days because they had no income, they had no savings, they had no food. And your response has enabled us to do so much. We've been able to send emergency food to all of our Street Kids projects in Rwanda, in Burundi, in South Sudan. We were able to provide support to our partners Good News International and Solace Ministries through the drastic reduction in income that had come about because their guest houses had been closed. We've been able to send funding for vulnerable mothers and babies who were going hungry. We've been able to buy piles of sacks of rice for Congo teachers who had no income because the schools were closed. We've been able to provide health insurance for the genocide widows whose businesses and income had come to an end. We've been able to send funds to Uganda, where our partners have distributed food to many very vulnerable families. We've given emergency funds to the Children of Liberty in the face of food shortages brought on by hikes in prices. So it's been quite amazing, and our partners are deeply grateful for the support that we've been able to give, and I know that they want us to send our thanks to you on their behalf. And it's been such an encouragement as they've faced these emergencies to know that they're not standing alone, particularly as we haven't been able to send out groups this year to Africa, and they've known that we're still standing with them and that our love and very practical support is with them. So your extraordinary support has been a great encouragement to them and to the beneficiaries that they serve. COVID-19 has been a real pressure cooker in society, and it's put people under so much strain, but it's brought up the very best in our supporters. And I want to just finish by saying that Paul faced a very similar situation in his ministry when there was a famine, and his response to people who had provided said, "The ministry of this service is not only fully supplying the needs of the saints, but it's also overflowing through many thanksgivings to God. Because of the proof given by this ministry, they will glorify God for your obedience to your confession of the gospel of Christ, and for the liberality of your contribution to them and to all, while they also, by prayer on your behalf, yearn for you because of the surpassing grace of God in you." And it's that surpassing grace of God that we have seen in the way that you have responded, and that's what we really want to say. Thank you so much. Bless you.